Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today looking at more OO Brewing beer. I've been on a roll with OO Brewing beers this week. Well, not just OO, but collabs as well. A collab as well. But a lot of new OO stuff came out and was available in Denmark. So I thought, hey, we need to give it a review because the guys at OO/Stigbergets really kill it at the IPA game. And this is an IPA. So this, guys, is a double IPA from OO Brewing. It's one of their newest releases. It's been on tap before, but I think this is the first time in bottles. This is the OO Brewing Muscles Imperial or Double IPA. So it's a double IPA on 8%, I believe it was, if I can find it here on the bottle somewhere hiding. 8.2% actually, so a little bit higher. And as you can probably see on the side there, it looks hazy and everything. But they say this is a potent Imperial IPA brewed with the finest hops around. Muscular, childish, likable, unfiltered, and unpasteurized. And then it's brewed with barley malt and wheat malt as well. The interesting thing with like a lot of the beers from these guys, especially OO, you don't get any info on hops. So that's pretty interesting. I didn't bother asking or anything because you get more expectations even then. It's like, oh, it's Citra, then it's going to be crazy and everything, you know. So it's always fun to keep the reviews, you know, a little bit unfamiliar, but you still know a decent amount, you know, about the beer in hand. So just a little bit of research. So never had this one. I actually didn't know it was on tap until a friend of mine told me about it. So they did it before. So should be really interesting. And I know Stigbergets is I think releasing a new IPA called Model soon, which I might be getting to review. So crossing fingers for that one. But really looking forward to this one. Another OO Brewing beer. They've been killing it at Stigbergets and OO. So hopefully this will be great as well. The first double IPA for me, at least from these guys. No, I had the Imperial IPA backwards, which was Api Lairem. I can't remember, something like that, but not in bottles. But yeah, pours out, you know, one of those New England type juicy, hazy looking beers. I didn't roll the bottle or anything. Some people say to do that. I just cracked it and poured it, and it still got a good amount of haze. But one thing I really noticed with these beers, I think maybe it's because it's so heavily hopped, the head retention on them are often shit, to be frank. Like the head poured nicely when I poured it, but the head that's there right now is just like a little white film or fluff of head. But other than that, like it's super nice, hazy, pale yellow color, hint of orange to it. Also, I gotta give a big thanks to Best of Beers for this one. Check them out, guys. Link for the web shop is down below. They have this beer along with a few other OO Brewing beers on their website at the moment if you want to check out OO. So check out Best of Beers. Link is down below. But I can kind of smell the beer in the room right now, so I want to dig my nose into it. So let's check it out. Oh, that smells really nice. Oh, it's juicy. Oh, it's juicy. Tons of sweet citrus and tropical fruit notes. Oh, this. It smells really nice. Interestingly enough, it's a double IPA and 8.2%. It smells more subdued, to be honest, because when you often think double IPAs, you think, oh shit, this is gonna have tons of sweet malt and all this stuff, or just a big peck, a wow factor thing. This almost smells like a 6.5% IPA, which is pretty impressive. I mean, doing high ABV beers with lots of flavor, but drinking like lower ABV beers, or in this case smelling, is pretty hard. But yeah, I'm getting definitely some stone fruit and like some lemon rind. Yeah, those kind of notes. There's definitely tropical fruits to it, like passion fruit and pineapple. It's like those kind of notes, and then like again, lemony and stone fruity. It's not super like sweet citrus and orange, at least on the nose, but again, it's a little bit subdued. But again, it's because this glass here, I love it. It's an ale farm little glass, but it's so tiny, so I need to I tried to generate a head, and then I end up pouring too much beer, so it's harder to get the aroma. But hey, let's give it a taste. It's what it's all about. Beer got to taste good, so let's give Muscles a taste. Cheers, guys, and thanks to Best of Beers for the beer. Oh, that is good. Oh, that is so juicy and awesome. I love that breweries over here in Europe are just dialing these types of beers in. This reminds me of like a Trillium beer. Like the mouthfeel and like a viscosity of it isn't as high as on some of the New England ones. This is actually not as thick, maybe even as something like GBG Beer Week. It's still got a nice coating, lightly chewy mouthfeel. But damn, it's juicy and tropical. I actually think these beers might be fairly bitter, but you don't realize it too much because there's so much hop flavor from the intense amount of dry hopping and late hopping, because that also gives off bitterness usually. But passion fruit and pineapple, the stone fruit is kind of there. It's like kind of like a juicy peach or apricot. It's like kind of like a juicy orange / lemon peel pithy and juicy stone fruit flavor combined with tropical fruits, especially the tart like passion fruit and pineapple. It's freaking awesome. Maybe even a bit of a white grape note. So hops wise, not entirely sure on it. I'm thinking maybe Citra, and there might be a chance of Nelson, just because it's got that white grape-esque thing, kind of gooseberry a little bit maybe on the back end. But yeah, this is really good. It's not blowing my mind as much as GBG Beer Week did. That's still the one that blew my mind the most. But this is still a really freaking killer double IPA. Crushable. Like, this is 8.2%, and I'm just drinking it like it's freaking nothing. Like it's water. I mean, it's just so refreshing and drinkable. So impressive that an 8.2% beer, like it drinks like a freaking 6% beer or something like that. It's not cloying in any way. I'm not tasting any malt. So maybe just the slightest in the sweet malt, but it's just so drinkable. So yeah, rating wise, I'm going to go 95 on this one. This is another freaking killer IPA by OO Brewing. OO and Stigbergets are just doing so well, guys. Amazing stuff. I mean, I think they do, these two guys, these kind of breweries, I guess you would say, because OO is one thing, Stigbergets is another. It's just the same place. But I think they do some of the best IPA in Europe. So I really urge you guys to check it out. Great after work beer too, because I got home from work and I needed a beer, and this was freaking awesome. But great stuff. Let's give it a little fill here. Oh, more haze. More of that haze. It's all about the haze. Hashtag hazy your days and all that shit. No. But yeah, this is freaking drinkable. 95, guys. Awesome stuff. So if you've had a chance to try Muscles Double IPA by OO Brewing, definitely let me know what you thought of it. I think it's freaking killer stuff. And if you can't get it locally, check out Best of Beers. They still have some on there, I'm pretty sure, because they just got it in. So, as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'm going to say cheers and some delicious double IPA that I'm probably going to feel afterwards because it's so fucking drinkable and sluggable. So, oh well. And say cheers. And see you guys in another beer review.